Hey you guys, welcome back to See Mindy Mom, and if you are new here, I am so glad that you found me. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am sharing with you 4 easy, family-friendly crock-pot recipes, so stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited to be bringing you 4 more recipes from my friends Carrie and Christina over at Lazy Day Cooking Club. This is a subscription recipe service where they drop 20 brand new crockpot recipes into their member dashboards every single month. They also have a very active private Facebook group where they go live and interact with their subscribers all the time. They give lots of recipe ideas. They answer questions. They give ideas for how to use leftovers. And I think what sets these recipes apart from other crockpot recipes is that they are designed specifically for the crockpot, but also they're designed for freezer meal prep. The instructions for the recipes include what to do when you are preparing your meal for the freezer, and then exactly what to do, what to add, how long to cook it on your meal cooking day. I've done 2 other videos featuring recipes from Lazy Day Cooking Club. Those were meal prep videos. I'll leave them linked in the description box below, as well as a link to the Lazy Day Cooking Club where you can go and check it out for yourself. And if you use the code Mindy50 at checkout, you will get 50% off your first month membership fee. This time, I actually did something a little bit different. I did not prep these for the freezer. I just made them from fresh, because the last couple of times I've done a freezer meal prep with these, but I haven't actually prepared the meals so that I could give you some feedback about how much we liked them. And we liked some of these recipes so much that I feel like I wanted to show you what they look like once they're cooked, so that you would know that these are great, fantastic recipes that we enjoy. So I have 3 dinner recipes and a dessert recipe to show you guys. But again, I just want to let you know, be sure to check out the links in the description box for more information about Lazy Day Cooking Club. The first recipe that I want to share with you guys is a buffalo chicken tortellini, and man, was this fantastic. Everybody really liked this. It produced a couple helpings of leftovers. We ate it all. I will definitely be making it again. And here are the ingredients that I'm using. I'm going to use about 2 or 3 chicken breasts, some buffalo sauce, some minced garlic. You would need a packet of ranch dressing mix, but I make mine from scratch. You can find a video in my description box that tells you how I do that. So I'm going to use a couple tablespoons of that, salt and pepper to taste, cream cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, and tortellini, which we will add later, and then some chicken broth. So I'm actually going to put the chicken breast in the bottom of the crock pot, add a couple teaspoons of minced garlic, salt and pepper to taste, and then I used about 2 tablespoons, 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of my homemade ranch seasoning. And then I used about half of a bottle of buffalo sauce. That's just what I happened to have left. So it was probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of buffalo sauce. And I'm also going to add some chicken broth, but instead of using chicken broth, I just use this broth base, and then I add the appropriate amount of water. So I used about 1 tablespoon of this broth base, and then I added 3 cups of water, and I made sure that my half a block of cream cheese was sitting on top of the rest of my ingredients, because I just want it to get soft in the cooking process and I can stir it in later. So I popped the lid on that, and I'm going to cook that on high for about 3 to 4 hours. You could cook this on low for 6 to 7 hours, just until your chicken is done cooking. I took the chicken out and I shredded that up, because I'm going to put that back in a little bit, but I wanted to take it out and shred it up. And I stirred the cream cheese into the rest of the ingredients. And then I added 1 bag of frozen tortellini. This is a 19-ounce bag of cheese tortellini. I find these at my Walmart for less than $3 a bag, and they're useful in so many different recipes. So I'm going to just stir those into the crock pot along with the other ingredients, and just kind of make sure that they are submerged in the liquid that's in the crock pot. I didn't add my chicken back in yet. I'm going to just set that aside. I'm going to pop the lid back on this and let it cook for about 30 minutes, and then I will add my chicken back in, stir it all together, and add some shredded cheese. And I actually went ahead and just added the shredded cheese to everybody's plate, so that they could put the amount of cheese in that they wanted. I used a sharp cheddar. I'm sure that a Monterey Jack would be really good in this. A pepper jack if you want even more of a kick, if the buffalo sauce doesn't give it a good kick. I really think this would be good with lots of different kinds of cheese. So here's what it looks like. I had some of the tortellini with a sprinkling of cheddar cheese on top, and I just served this with broccoli. And as I said, everybody liked this. It was really flavorful, so easy. I will definitely be making this again. It was a winner. Okay, you guys, full disclosure, the meal that I am preparing for tonight is one that we have had before and we enjoyed it so much that I'm making it again. It is a crock pot pepper jack beef and noodles, and I actually prepped this in my last Lazy Day Cooking Club freezer prep video that I did for you guys. And like I said, we enjoyed it so much. Everybody liked it. The kids liked it. The husband liked it. I liked it. We enjoyed it so much that I'm making it again. So I actually already have my ground beef here in the pot browning. I'm going to put that into the crock pot along with some diced onion and minced garlic, a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, a can of tomato sauce, and because I do not have pepper jack cheese, I thought I had pepper jack cheese, but when I took it out of the refrigerator, it was moldy, so real life, sometimes that happens, guys. It happens to us all. I'm going to improvise, and instead I'm going to use just a little bit of crushed red pepper and some diced green pepper, which I have in my fridge and needed to use up anyway, and salt and pepper, and then I will add 3 cups of beef broth, but I do not buy beef broth. I just use broth base with the appropriate amount of water. So I'll add 3 cups of water and probably about 1.5 tablespoons of broth base. I will let that cook on low for about 5 hours or so, and then I will come back and add my bag of egg noodles, let those cook about 20 minutes, and then stir in some cheese, and I will show you guys what it looks like when it's done. It was fantastic the last time we had it, so I'm looking forward to having it again. And here it is, all plated up. It turned out fantastic. I actually think it tastes even better with the fresh green pepper in there. I'm just serving this with a side of roasted veggies, but this was a hit again. It smelled delicious as it was cooking. It was easy just to toss in the noodles at the end. So this is a winner for me. Dinner tonight is going to be garlic Parmesan turkey meatballs. And this is what is going into the crock pot right now. I have a small onion chopped. I'll also throw in a couple of spoonfuls of this minced garlic, a bag of fully cooked turkey meatballs. This is a 2-pound bag. Some salt and pepper to taste, about 1 tablespoon of this broth base, and 1.5 cups of water. And then I'm going to throw in these 2 Parmesan rinds that I have in the fridge. These are great for flavoring things, so I just thought I'd use those up by tossing them into the crock pot with this. I'm gonna cook that on high for a couple of hours, and then I will come back and show you what else I'm doing to complete this. Okay, so my meatballs have been cooking or heating up for about 2.5 hours. So now I have here 1.5 cups of half and half, and I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to that and stir it up and add it to my crock pot. And now I'm going to add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. This is probably about 1 cup. I had about half of one rind and about 1/4 of another rind, so I just, used up what I had. And that's what I am putting in here. I'm gonna give that a stir and let it heat through probably about 20 to 30 minutes or so, and then it should be ready to serve. Okay, I think this is just about ready to eat. Yummy. It smells amazing. Here it is. I'm just having some green beans with this. I actually sauteed these green beans, so that's why they're a little bit charred. I actually like them that way whenever I saute them. And then Carrie and Christina suggest that you serve this over pasta, but I think it would work great over any kind of starch like rice or potatoes even, or any starch substitute. I had actually planned to serve this over spaghetti squash for my husband and myself. I made the noodles for the kiddos. When I sliced up my spaghetti squash to put in the oven to roast, it was not good. So I actually had some riced cauliflower in the freezer, and I went ahead and popped that into the microwave. So there's a little bit of riced cauliflower underneath my meatballs and sauce, and then I have a little bit of pasta as well. For this last recipe, we are going to make a peach cobbler in the crock pot. So I'm going to make a batter using 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk those dry ingredients together. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. I have my crock pot here, and I went ahead and put a liner in because this seems like a good recipe to use a crock pot liner with. I have 1 stick or 1/2 cup of melted butter that I'm putting in the bottom here per Carrie and Christina's instructions. And now I am pouring in the batter per the instructions. And then I will lay over the top 2 cans worth of peaches, sliced peaches in heavy syrup. And then I will put the lid on and cook it on high for about 1.5 to 2 hours until it is set. Okay, I have to say, at first I was hesitant about this because I didn't think it looked as good as I had hoped it would look when it came out of the crock pot. But I've tasted this and it does taste really, really great. So it was super easy, and with a little vanilla ice cream on top, really easy, yummy summer dessert that did not heat up my kitchen. Okay, you guys, that's what I have for you in this video. Like I said before, please be sure to check out Lazy Day Cooking Club. They are linked in the description box, and if you head over there and you are interested in trying it out, be sure to use the code Mindy50 at checkout so you can get 50% off your first month with Lazy Day Cooking Club. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to doing another video for you guys very soon.